Right, we are live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. We are back for the semi-finals of the LA Sevens. This one, France taking on Ireland in what is the most open competition of the Sevens thus far. There are 4 teams that some didn't even think would be through to this stage of the competition, and now they've got the perfect chance to go on and win the whole thing. Looking through at the starting lineup, first of all for France, they are going to be as follows: Pauline Riva, Theo Fournier, also Ryan Rebage, Andy Timo, Joseph Jefferson Lee, Antoine Dupont, and also Jordan Sefo. Now, the Dupont and Sefo combination has been working extremely well for the Irish as of late, for the French as of late. So, of course, that is a combo to watch out for. For the Irish, it is Noel Comerford, Mark Roach, Terry Kennedy, Sean Cribben, Shane Mullins, Harry McNulty, and Jordan Conroy. Of course, this is the side that just ended the winning streak of Argentina. But both teams were considered as slight underdogs going into their last contest. Let's go Ireland, says Simran there, and Ireland Hamish, says Robert. Going with the Frenchies tonight. And also Ireland are magnificent, but I need to see Frenchmen come in strong, says Aroof. So the Irish are the underdogs into this contest. That is mainly because of that Dupont factor at number 9, I was going to say, but at halfback in the game of sevens. They have still got the option off the bench of Steven Perez if it's not quite working. But the French, they've had some tight fought victories throughout this competition. They were able to beat the USA in their quarterfinal, whereas, like I said, the Irish getting themselves to win over the Argentinians to end their winning streak. On the other side of the draw, there is, of course, Spain and Great Britain in the semi-finals, 2 sides that are ranked in the relegation zone. So crucial points on the line here that could completely change the outcome of the Sevens circuit. I mean, France, for instance, they are actually sitting in 7th at the moment, I believe. And with a big win here, they could actually end up advancing even further, get the 20 points, and that would take them well and truly out of the relegation zone, if not up to about maybe 4th or 5th overall. But like they have just said, no matter what happens from here, there will be a new USA Sevens champion. Spain have never made it to a semi-final. This is their first opportunity this far in the comp. Ireland and France, they've been consistent, making it through roughly to this point. But now they have to make sure that they finish the job. The Irish, they are in 2nd at the moment in the overall table. They will feel confident heading into this matchup. But as underdogs, they have to try and channel that same energy that they had in their game up against the Pumas so that they can pull off the upset victory. I'm out with the flu. Who won what? I don't know any results, says Dennis. So the games that we saw so far, we did see South Africa win the 11th place playoff game. We saw Samoa beat New Zealand in the 9th place playoff game. And then in the women's side of things, Australia have made their way through to the final. And also, I believe the other match was New Zealand versus Canada. And in that contest, New Zealand made their way through. So it's New Zealand versus Australia in the Women's Cup final again. And then on the men's side of things, the winner of this game will go head-to-head with the winner of the Spain versus Great Britain game. It would be great if Spain wins the comp. Game is growing, says, and it would be an absolutely massive one for them. Of course, it would push a couple other sides further down in the relegation zone. France, they will be kicking off this one from left to right for a spot in the final. The most open LA Sevens we have ever had. Noel Comerford goes off to the right-hand side to Harry McNulty. Now driving him back early. And the big thing here is someone needs to start this match well. And whoever steps up does get themselves the early points on the board, I believe will be the team that has much more success in terms of walking towards the next stage of the competition. And Brazil women's getting better too. Says a nice break of the line from Terry Kennedy. It's going to be him versus Antoine Dupont in a foot race. But Jordan Sefo is going to slow him down. Ball on the inside to Conroy. Dupont attempts the ankle tap, but he doesn't get it. Ireland strike first. And the underdogs are on the board within the first 60 seconds. And that is a brilliant start for the Irish. Jordan Conroy does get the try, but the assist has to go to Terry Kennedy's line break. Sefu was drawn in. Dupont had to try and pretty much chase down the 2 quickest players in this Irish team to no avail. Tried the ankle tap. Conroy still through though. Ireland now leading 7 points to 0. I'm pretty curious to see how the odds shift throughout this competition at the moment. Ireland are still considered underdogs, $2.25 underdogs to be exact. Jordan Conroy, all-time tries for Ireland. He is sitting on 117. Terry Kennedy on 99. So he may be able to bring up his 100th. And in this contest, knock on from Harry McNulty, as well as, I think that was Sean Cribben in the inside ball now to Antoine Dupont. It's going to be a foot race in the other side of things. Looks like he's going to just get caught short of the line, but he reaches out. I believe it was still in one movement. And Dupont may have just made up for that missed ankle tap down the other end of the field. Terry Kennedy, I think, is asking for something to be looked at way down the park. Of course, first, they'll check to see if Dupont has done this in one movement. He's got hold of the ball. I think that's on the line. And the try is awarded. Antoine Dupont gets the French back into the match. And now we are sitting exactly in the odds as the match started, which is $3 underdogs for the Irish. And go on Ireland, says John MC, but answers straight back after the mistake from Ireland off their kickoff. They weren't able to retain the ball. And then France were through, and Antoine Dupont stepping up in a very important time. Kick is good from Rebage. Now making the score 7 points to 7. Still another 4 minutes remaining in this first half alongside the second half of 7 minutes, of course. Should mention anyone who is new to the channel, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. We will be back for the final, just taking place in not too much time at all, about 4 hours or so, till we know who wins the competition. Oh God, not that French guy again, goddamn, says Dennis. So yeah, for Antoine Dupont stepping up in the 7 semi-finals. Back across to the right-hand side. The Terry Kennedy, tackled by Dupont, who tries to get into the breakdown. The ball is loose out the side. Still in possession of the Irish. Terry Kennedy, cross to Roach. A nice step, gets it back to Mullins. McNulty plays half. Come back across Kennedy. Goes to Jordan Conroy, trying to bust his way through. He's broken through the tackle attempt of Timu. Again, Kennedy. Seems like a very patient build-up here from Ireland, not rushing anything, making sure that every pass finds someone's hands. Which is extremely crucial this stage of the competition. Nice cut-out pass. Goes away to Terry Kennedy again, almost had the ball stripped, and that will be the penalty in favour of the Irish for no clear release. Now they're going to slow it down again. Conroy's already got his hands on his head. He looks like he is a bit fatigued here. This is after only 4 minutes of this contest. It is the first game of day 3 in the LA Sevens. Of course, whoever wins this game will go on to the final. The loser of this contest will still have another game just around the corner. That will be the contest taking place up against the loser of a Great Britain versus Spain. They're just saying that Argentina could receive as little as 10 points. So if Ireland can go all the way and win the LA Sevens, it would help boost them up just a little bit more. Going for the line out, taking their time there, the Irish. And in the end, they took 20 seconds to throw it, and the French still managed to steal it. Going back across to the right-hand side. Now, nice stepping. That was a rough pass. I thought it went forward. Referee says play on, but it is in the hands of the Irish. Now they have got the forward pass advantage. Mullins gets it across to Noel Comerford. Doesn't have a lot of space to work with it. He's got his Jordan Cepho on his back, and they'll go back for the original penalty. Nice tap from Mark Roach. Back across to the left-hand side. Sean Cribben, inside ball to Terry Kennedy. Cheap shot on him by Rebage. Jordan Conroy. You wait impatiently on the outside for another opportunity to score a try here. Looks like he's a long way down the left-hand side. He scored his last try on the right. Terry Kennedy goes out now to Cribben. One more to Jordan Conroy. 22 metres out for the line, driven backwards by Joseph Jefferson Lee. Oh, Kennedy, I thought he knocked that one on. In the breakdown, he might have just managed to regather in time. It was right in front of the touch judge. Now stepping, Timu Manages to make the tackle. Reva now. Still 1 minute remaining in this first half. Both sides relatively even on the scoreboard and in statistics. More possession does go the way of the Irish. France only really having that one breaking opportunity. Other than that, though, it has been all the men in green looking for the offload. Comerford gets back up. He wasn't held, but the ref says he is. He had Conroy with him, but he went himself. So they're saying he was held initially in that tackle. I don't know if he was held there. No, Comerford, he didn't have anyone making contact with him. Yes, the original tackle was made, but then at that point, just gets straight back up to his feet. An interesting one. I think if was happening again, probably would have been a try, but he definitely should have offloaded to Jordan Conroy. That would have saved a lot of problems. Antoine Dupont looking for the ball. The last 6 meetings have been decided by 7 points or fewer, which is no surprise with the way that these two sides play. They're actually very evenly matched and stylistically pretty similar as well. Nice step on the outside. Joseph Jefferson Lee. We just heard the halftime siren. Pauline Riva goes across to the right-hand side now. Antoine Dupont does the step again, but Comerford stops him. McNulty back to his feet. No clear rolling away from the Irish. So taken quickly by France. Timo goes now to the right-hand side. So he might almost be held up. No, he does get the knees down. So they do have to release him. Back across to the left again. Rebash. Inside ball. Dupont does well to be able to hang on to it. Joseph Jefferson Lee. We're currently 50 seconds past. Rebash. Ball on the outside. McNulty's not happy about it, but it will be the try for the French right at the end of the first half. Come on, Ireland, says Simran there, but Rebash gets his first try in the LA Sevens. I think McNulty, I don't know whether he was trying to say that he was being held. He wasn't, though. They'll be disappointed, the Irish. Could have had a try down the other end, and then late conceding a try right at the end of the first half, which gives the momentum to the French. Now, low kick, and it's just missed away to the side. At halftime in this contest, French are in the lead. It's only one try difference between these two sides, and I think that is something that Ireland will be able to take out of that first half. They were close to scoring multiple times, but they had a majority of the possession. You wonder what would happen in the second half if France start to get that ball a little bit more. How effective will they be? The winner of this game, of course, will be going head-to-head with the Spanish, which is a contest that is happening just around the corner. The winner of Spain versus Great Britain. We don't actually know who's won it yet, but I have a feeling it's going to be a lot closer than some may be anticipating. But Antoine Dupont, the standout for France in that first half. For the Irish, you have to say someone like a Terry Kennedy and then the try scorer Jordan Conroy, the two who we will be looking at in the second half as the most effective. Hope you are well, Robert. And yes, I'm making dinner, says Robert. And there as well, of course, the next game that we are covering on the channel is starting just around the corner. That is going to be kicking off at 11:30 a.m. Then after that, we've got about a 20-minute break before USA versus Australia, and then another maybe 15-minute break before Fiji versus Argentina. So still some big games just around the corner. We'll also get the final live stream scheduled in the near future as well after we know who will be playing off. Big chance for all four of these sides who have made it to the semis to claim their first LA Sevens title. Those ladies are up on stilts. I don't think it would be fun walking on stilts, because even if you're good at it, you still have to get down somehow, and I assume there's a safe way of doing so. Just feel like it would be a lot of hard work. Now, loose ball. France have been able to clean it up, and now Antoine Dupont goes across to Pauline Riva. He goes through, and an early blunder in the Irish defence will lead to a try for the French to now increase their lead to 12. That is now going to be 3 in a row here. Ireland moves straight to $8.50 underdogs. In fact, $9 because of the change in momentum. France scoring that last try. That is the best thing that has happened for them throughout this contest, as they are now feeling like they're in the box seat. They do have the momentum. See Dupont supporters in the stands loving that one. Another kick for Ribage has gone over. 19 points to 7. Ribage is on the all-time try scorers or all-time point scorers list for the French, sitting on 635. Our McNulty takes it, taken in the air though by the French. Penalty advantage was going to be played, but it is just straight into the penalty. This is the final, says Marcelo. It is not. No, the semi-final, and Terry Kennedy chases that ball and puts it down. Ireland straight back into this game, and you can never quite count them out because they'll always try and fight that a little bit harder. But this kick, the question mark is whether or not they can get this one over. And if they can, they'll be right back into the contest, but still 5 minutes remaining. Terry Kennedy has been the X factor that has changed this competition for the Irish. But yeah, the other semi-final is just around the corner. That is going to be between Spain and Great Britain. The Irish supporters in attendance absolutely loving that one though. Mark Roach has missed the kick, which does mean that these two sides, there is now more of a chance of going to golden point. If that was the case, of course, the first team to score during that time would make it through to the final. But Steven Perez-Martin is now on the field. I believe he is on for Antoine Dupont. And also, Dupont, your mother is looking for you. Able to go check in. Well, he has gone off the field now, the change of Steven Perez-Martin. But I can tell you right now, Perez-Martin is just as dangerous as Antoine Dupont, one of the standouts for the French in Vancouver. Now Perez-Martin shifting the ball off to Joseph Jefferson-Lee. France playing dangerously inside of their own in-goal area now. The big man, Joseph Jefferson-Lee, finds another offload. Here comes Steven Perez-Martin, the replacement for Dupont. Puts the grubber forward. It's wide open for France, and they'll score again. The assist to Perez-Martin and the try for Zedar. And now back into the lead by the 12 points. In fact, this will be 14 by the time this kick goes over. They are straight out in front. There's going to be a lot of work to do for the Irish here. Kicked him behind. Waiting for the bounce of the ball. Zedar does get it exactly where he wanted it. France are on fire. 26 points to 12 now with only 3 minutes remaining on the clock. Time is dwindling here for Ireland. That man is sound asleep in the stands. 3 minutes now left. Making hot sausages for my spaghetti. Hopefully you're good too, Simran. And Interback should play Sevens too. Says Hanoi. I mean, there were talks of Belbari having an opportunity at Sevens perhaps. And also, I think it was it Thomas Ramos or Jalabert? Someone from the French side was also considering having a crack at Sevens. Off, nicely taken by Harry McNulty. Be held there just on their own 22 now for the Irish. They need 2 converted tries. Jordan Conroy breaks through one tackle. Here comes Steven Perez-Martin in the breakdown. Doesn't get the turnover. Now Mullen taken down by Pasquet. Now Harry McNulty going to the right-hand side. Jordan Conroy. Tackled by Perez-Martin again. To the left-hand side. One more across. Mullen almost goes through. Ball on the outside. This time, chance for Zach Ward. And he will store it and runs it right back round. Great awareness by the Irish number 24 to make it a little bit easier. But Ireland to win this game was $61 underdogs before that try was scored. I think that will change drastically now with still time left on the clock and the kick has gone over. 19 points to 26. You can understand clearly why these two sides, anytime they've gone head to head, do end up going right down to the wire. Now, lining up this kick again, Billy Dardis. 7 points difference between these two sides. It is slapped back by the Irish, but looking to answer straight back, it is France. Looking for the looping play. Doesn't find the hands straight away of Grandidier. Ruguha also has made his way onto the field, but only 1 minute 20 remaining now. Steven Perez trying to go through. Quick hands out to Joseph Jefferson Lee. And for France, they don't necessarily need to score another try here. They just need to stop the Irish from scoring one, and they have got themselves another penalty here, Ireland. And first time I see my name spelled like that. I'm currently having breakfast. Overnight wheat bix, so yum. But I'm feeling a little anxious because I'm going to try and buy tickets for $6.60. And also, we've got a good evening and come on, France, says Spider Mick. Oh, sorry, that was actually Fleishan. And there. Currently, I would say with the amount of time remaining, 54 seconds, I don't think we're going to see a winner for Ireland here in terms of the tries, but they could get themselves a try to make it even. That is probably the best bet here for the Irish. Try and make sure you get that converted try, get back into the contest, and then go to golden point and I guess just try your luck. They always say about the luck of the Irish. You'd back them to go on and win this if they can pull it back in these final moments. Now back across to Terry Kennedy off the scrum, currently running straight sideways. It's a lovely tactic, but unfortunately doesn't get you any closer to the try line. Another penalty advantage in favour of the Irish. Zach Ward on the halfway line. McNulty shifting it back across to Dardis. Advantages over. Here comes Kelly. Now Terry Kennedy running sideways again. There are 19 seconds remaining, which means Ireland cannot win this game from here, but they can draw it to take it to golden point time, and then they can get themselves the win. But France need to make sure that if Ireland do score, it is right in the corner. Make it difficult for them. Terry Kennedy, if any player is going to be able to step up now, it would be that man, and it would be his 100th try. In fact, 101. I believe it would be. He's gone through almost. Finds the offload up. The Irish, McNulty, 5 metres from the line, tries to get back to his feet, and the ball is still there for the Irish. They have to score it. Kennedy gets it, but it is not an easy kick. He didn't try and cut inwards. He's trusting that Billy Dardis can get the job done. He's almost in touch with the kick. If they get it, they go to golden point. If he misses, the French will go through to the final. He was doing a Kirtley Bell sideways run. They were saying you can't try and charge this kick down the France side. We're going to try it. Just like in the Six Nations when they tried to charge down a penalty. Billy Dardis has missed. And the Irish will be knocked out. France going through to the final. 26 points to 24. That makes it now 7 in a row that these two sides have been split by less than 7 points. But the next game is just around the corner, ladies and gentlemen. That is the one between Spain and Great Britain. We will be covering it on the channel as well. So if you are new, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We will, of course, be back for the final of the Sevens later on today, as well as the matches prior to that with USA versus Australia, as well as Fiji versus Argentina. But the next one starting right now, GB versus Spain. I'm chatting to the mythical god Dickie, so hopefully he is still doing well, enjoying the Sevens also. But thank you all very much for tuning in, and I will see you all for the next one.